Taurus, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Taurus love reading. In this love reading today, we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest here at the tail end of January 2024. To do that, I'm going to get one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you here at the end of January. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Taurus, 3 cards for your person, and then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get started. Let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Taurus and their romantic person of interest here at the end of January 2024. Okay, it's going to be like that, is it? Awesome. Nice and easy. What's going on with you, Taurus? Let's get 3 cards for what is going on with Taurus as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between the two of them here at the end of January 2024, please. Let's get nice and easy today. I like it. Not having to fight, not getting too many. What's going on with your person? What's going on with Taurus's romantic person of interest as it relates to Taurus and the connection between them here at the end of January 2024, please? See if anything else flipped over in that mess. Nope. Okay, let's get 2 more. What's going on with Taurus's romantic person of interest as it relates to Taurus and the connection between the two of them? Okay. Well, on the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading, 2 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. 2s are always decisions or choices. This is like, it's a card about balance, but it's more about trying to maintain your balance or trying to get your balance back once it's been thrown off. It's like looking at the options on something, like weighing the pros and cons of something, trying to make a decision where you've got these 2 things and you can't have both of them, and you're kind of like emotionally off balance about it, you're physically off balance, and it's like not quite able to, like, do I or don't I, should I or shouldn't I? It's like 2 opposing questions like that. It can sometimes represent a person who is juggling 2 people. 5 of Cups is right behind it. This is Scorpio energy. 5s are conflict, they're change. This is like a conflict in the emotions here. This is like sadness and remorse about the past. It's like regrets about something. The person's focused on these 3 cups that have been spilled out, and that's kind of like the main idea of the card, is like whatever a person focuses on will literally dictate to them what emotions they experience. And here someone's focused on the past, so they're feeling the past. They're focused on something that they've lost, and they're feeling that loss. They're focused on something that's missing, so they're feeling that gap in their life. But they do have 2 upright cups in the background behind them, which can represent something that they can be happy about if they would just control where their focus is aimed and aimed it at something that they could be happy about. It can represent that there's still a connection in the background of this. Damn, we have the Tower behind that. This is the collapse of something important. Some important structure in your lives has collapsed. Tower has come crashing down. Once this is like a game changer. This is like a foundation rocking event, like something that's so big that once this happens, nothing's the same after that. And it looks like there are regrets about that. I don't know if there's some decision that was made and then there's backpedaling off of it and regrets, and that's collapsed something, and maybe that's why that is. Maybe we got somebody that's juggling 2 people and there's a decision between 2 cups looming in the background and the loss that you're feeling over something coming apart. It's entirely possible that's what we have going on. I have the Queen of Wands in the background again. This is usually Leo or Aries energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what she wants. She goes after what she wants with fiery determination. She normally doesn't take no for an answer. This would be a person who's like sexy and charming and fun to be around, and like there's an attraction to this person. That's the overall gist of what it looks like the reading is going to talk to me about. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that affects both of you in some way, Taurus, here in January 2024. It's not always going to affect you both exactly the same way. Sometimes it's a case of they do this and you feel the consequences of it, or vice versa. Sometimes they might say or do something and it makes you feel or act this way, or vice versa. Sometimes there's legitimately some external stuff going on that's affecting you both. The mutual point of interest between the two of you here at the end of January is the High Priestess. This is card 2 of the Major Arcana, so she rules over the 2s of the other 4 suits of the deck. This 2 of Pentacles here, the 2 of Cups that's kind of hanging in the background here. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but your person has the 2 of Swords as their central energy. So she would rule over the decision. She represents the unconscious mind. She represents the intuition. Like, she sits in front of the veil of consciousness, so she has access to all the information that you and I as humans, we don't have access to. She sees everything, she knows everything, but she doesn't always tell us everything. When there's something that we need to know, that's when she clues us in through our intuition, through signs, synchronicities, gut feelings, dreams that have messages in them. There's some way of like tipping off your intuition, giving you some sort of internal knowing about something. In terms of relationships, like in a standard tarot deck, the High Priestess has a blue gown that flows off of her leg and turns into a waterfall on the way off the card. So she's the source of all the intuition. She's the source of all the love and emotions. All the water in the whole tarot deck stems from her. So in terms of a relationship, she can represent like that feeling drawn to somebody, or that you both feel that. This can represent like a deep connection. It's like deeper than just physical, it's deeper than just emotional. Let me clarify this and see what else I can find out about that for you. Tell me about this High Priestess. Why is that the shared energy affecting Taurus and their person, this connection at the end of January? Okay. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is an energy of not being fully emotionally happy, fully emotionally content, not being fully content with what you have right here in front of you. So much so that you're daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that you believe might lead you to your happiness and fulfillment. Sometimes this will represent that there is a love offer on the table between the two of you already, and it hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just kind of been left hanging here in the air with nothing being done about it. This could mean one of you is contemplating making a love offer to the other and just hasn't done it yet for like fear of rejection or some other reason. This could represent if we do have someone that juggled 2 people and kind of collapsed everything, and we got this fiery, attractive energy in the background. This could be like, I'm not happy that there's 3 cups of love involved in our little picture here, and I can't get this other cup out of my head. Based on your person's energy, it's looking like we had something happen, but man, this Tower, something has happened. I'm not 100% sure yet. King of Wands is right behind that 4 of Cups. This is either Leo or Sagittarius energy. This perfect match to this Queen of Wands here that we see in the background. This is the pinnacle of the Wand suit. So not only is this someone that's like driven and motivated and determined and goes and gets what they want, it's someone who's driven by, you know, the wand is the phallic symbol, so they're driven by passion, desire, sexual energy, sex. So these are counterparts here in that passion department. Knight of Swords. This is the fastest moving knight in the deck. This is like rushing forward and speaking the truth on something, or rushing forward and taking some very rapid, decisive action on something. This is usually a person who doesn't think things through first before they take their action. This is like spontaneous, like spur of the moment, impulsive kind of an energy. Just like boom, I go and do it and I'm out, and I don't think about it until after I've already done it. That can be problematic from a King of Wands type of an energy that's really passion, desire, wand oriented here. I think that probably, like, they were sidetracked with something, and I think the passion got the better of them and they ran off and did something that they shouldn't have, because I got 3 of Swords next, Libra energy. heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. Now, that third energy is not always a romantic third party. It definitely can be. Sometimes that third energy is a nosy person, like mom sticking her nose where it doesn't belong, family members, friends, co-workers, next door neighbors, like anybody that's not you, that's not your person, butting in where they shouldn't can be that. Anything we humans do enough of is going to pick up its own energy at some point. Working too much can be that third energy. Like gambling can be the third energy. Watching too much television, like anything we do enough of. Like if you're asking the question, well, could the third energy be like fill in the blank? If you're asking, it could be that as long as it's something external to you. We got a definite energy of like, this is like feeling like something's off, and I'm not fully happy, and maybe I can't put my finger on what it is, but then we got this rapid, passionate, not thought out, heartbreaking thing happening in the background. This could be something that you didn't actually see, but you could feel something was up. It could be that this is deeper and you're not satisfied with what you have and you want more, but I'm having a hard time making that fit. When I clarify the High Priestess, I get the Knight of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Emperor. A lot of cups. Like I said, the High Priestess is the source of all the water in the deck. The whole reason the cup suit even exists is because of her. And out of these, the card on the bottom of the deck is a cup, and out of the 4 clarifiers, 3 of them are cups. Got a lot of water energy here. You might be dealing with a water sign. I got some Cancer, I got some Scorpio, a little bit of Capricorn, some Scorpio, either Leo or Aries, a little bit of Libra, a little bit of Leo, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aries again. You could be dealing with any of those signs. Hell, you could be dealing with literally any sign. This is a collective reading. It's going to be almost impossible to pin down exactly who you are dealing with, because I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. I'm tapping into collective energy here. So I'm just going to keep calling all the signs out as they stick out to me, just in case they mean anything to you. But this, something is off here. When I clarify the High Priestess, I get this Knight of Cups. Knights are action takers. This is like actions toward love and emotions, moving forward with romantic gestures, romantic offers, trying to advance a love offer, a love connection, move it forward in some way. But then I've got this Six of Cups, like Scorpio energy of the past. It's thinking about the past and reminiscing about the past and the good old days and the way things used to be. This can represent something from the past coming back around again, or someone from the past trying to make a comeback here. This is looking like actions were taken towards someone, and there were options and choices and confusion about the options and choices. Scorpio energy. This is like there's a lot of different things here I could choose, and I don't want to make a mistake and pick the wrong cup. The clouds of smoke represent like clouded judgment, clouded decision making, obscured vision. Like there's a lot of emotions involved here. This clouds of smoke could be like I'm emotionally confused. It can represent being intoxicated, and now my judgment's piss poor, which could explain why Wand stands up and now I gotta rush off and do something that I probably shouldn't done. This could even represent someone blowing smoke up your ass, trying to cloud your vision, trying to cloud your belief in your intuition. You don't have facts to support this whatever happening, and like you intuitively know, but if I can blow smoke up your ass and convince you to look somewhere different, you may not believe yourself here. Got the Emperor next, which is, it's a card of control. It's about taking control, taking charge of a situation. This is Aries Major Arcana energy. This is a master manifester in the sense of it's someone who's got all the abilities and resources to like put together a plan to get what they want and then execute the plan to get what they want. See that similar type of an energy here with this King of Wands under this, I'm not happy and fully content, and I'm thinking about this other thing and I want it really, really bad. This is like I'm trying to obscure your vision so that you can't see what I'm putting together a plan to get. Could also be a way that someone exerts control over you to keep you off balance, is to blow smoke up your ass. That is the shared energy that is affecting both of you here at the end of January 2024, Taurus. We will probably have to come back to this overall energy, and I will also come back to this shared energy. It'll become more clear what it's trying to say as I go through your energy, because then I can see how it relates to you. Same with your person. I'll come back to it again when I go through their energy. Your energy in this connection for January 2024. The first card is always the most important for you. It is the Page of Wands. Your central energy is the Queen of Swords. And your final card is the Six of Wands. So I got 2 wand cards in your energy. That's a lot of passion, a lot of desire. This Page of Wands, pages are messengers, so this is news and messages and communication about passion and desire, like passionate messages, expressing what it is that I desire, communicating that. This is also the minor arcana version of the Fool, who is about like taking this blind leap of faith on something. Well, this is like a more toned down version of it. This isn't the person that just throws caution out the window. This is a person who has the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something there's passion and desire for. Going to be interesting. What's been happening a lot is this first card, even though it's in your energy, it's ending up being the other person involved's energy affecting you. At least that's how it's gone for the past several readings. Interesting to see if that's actually your energy, that you have the willingness to step on something here, or if this is them affecting you. Tell me about this Page of Wands, please. Really? Okay. Try and keep these bad boys in order. I know there was another one in here. Maybe not. Oh, jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Normally get 3 clarifiers. I just got 6. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This is about moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving these rough, choppy waters of the past behind you, moving forward into calmer waters toward what it is that you want. It's about moving away from something painful and then moving forward into the future. There's an implied choice here, and the choice is about the pain and what do you do with that. Because in this stage, like the 5 of Swords, the card before this, is a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event. This is moving away from that pain. You can't change the painful thing, because whatever it was, it's already happened at this point. And this is about, what do I do moving into the future? Do I carry the burdens that painful thing caused me into my future with me so it continues to weigh me down? Or do I move forward carrying the lessons that painful thing taught me so that never happens again? This is like leaving something behind and moving away from it. But it's tied to the Page of Cups, which is more news and messages, this time about love and emotions. This is like expressing feelings. Sometimes that's an apology. Sometimes this is like flirtatious behavior, communicating about, how I feel. It is someone who's not fully mature. The Page is the lowest of the court cards, so it can be an emotionally immature person, a person who's not fully emotionally developed yet. 8 of Cups behind that, Pisces energy. This is like abandonment. This, like, not abandonment, like detaching, like emotionally detaching and physically detaching and walking away. It's like walking away from these 8 cups to go down a new path in search of the 9th and the 10th cup, like personal happiness and wish fulfillment and that happily ever after. It's like this isn't good enough for some reason, and I'm walking away from it. I can't tell yet if you have the willingness to go down a new path towards something different here, and you're leaving your person behind and detaching and walking away from this because you're realizing that they can't give you what you want, or if this is what they did to you. Like, they had this passionate communications going on, lovey-dovey communications going on, and like they walked away from you and left you behind? If that's the case, this would represent the person who thinks the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, and they always find out that it's not. So a lot of times they try to come back, which I do see, like, oh, here I moved forward and now there's the past showing up again and I'm confused about what to do. They could be trying to make a comeback with you here. When I clarify this Page of Wands, like I said, I got double the normal amount. I got the 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Temperance, 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden that's being carried here. It's a 10, and 10s are completions, so this is supposed to be the completion of a heavy burden. In other words, getting to the spot where you lay the burden down and move forward without it. That's what there was the implied choice here. Do I carry the pain, the burden the pain has caused me into my future, or do I carry the lesson it taught me into my future? That's a question here. You're burdened by something, or it could be the fact that they moved on and went a different way has burdened you. It's tied to this 9 of Cups, which is Pisces energy of like personal happiness and wish fulfillment. It's a singles energy, though. It's a step backwards from the 10 of Cups, which is that combined together like happily ever after, happy fairy tale love connection that we all dream about. This is a step back from that. This is being happy in and of myself. Having self-love, not needing this external person to make me feel whole or to make me feel happy or leave it up to somebody else to make me feel loved. This is like taking charge of that yourself. Now it can represent, if this is your person's energy, someone who is kind of smug and self-centered and it's all about me, myself, and I. And that their own personal happiness is the most important thing, which have the Emperor out here, and like definitely his own personal happiness is what matters. Like what he says is what matters, and it's all about what he wants. Next I have this 6 of Wands, which I'm getting ahead of myself, but is your final card out here. This is Leo energy of recognition. Sometimes this is about you being recognized for something. Sometimes this is about you recognizing something, whether that's about yourself or about your person or about this connection. This is recognition of something, and whatever it is allows forward movement to happen. It's like a victory card and a forward, moving forward card. I've got 2 6s here now. Both of them are about moving forward. This has got like a little more depth to it than that, though. 8 of Pentacles, this is Virgo energy of work, putting in the work, the time, effort, and energy in order to get something that you want. It's like I'm moving forward in work, I'm moving forward and working on something. It looks like, what this is looking like is you've been burdened here, and you're going down a new path toward like completing that burden and getting to your happiness and moving forward successfully in that, and recognizing, this is like recognizing that no one else can fill your cups for you. These 9 cups are yours and you fill them yourself, and until you do that, it's problematic. Because a person that's really in the 9 of Cups, they don't want anything from anyone else. They don't need anything from anyone else. They're totally happy in and of themselves. And when you're in that spot where you want another person and you feel like I need another person to make me whole and to make me happy, and you're putting all of that on someone else, what you're really doing is like, through your high priestess, that constant connection to the universe around you, you're broadcasting a message that says, I am not whole, and I need someone else to make me whole. I don't have love for myself. And that's how you manifest a person who's also not whole, who also needs someone else to make them whole and to make them feel whatever they feel. That's how you get somebody that doesn't have 9 cups. And you know, if they have 7 cups full and you have 9 full, you're not ever going to attract that person, but even if you did somehow, they're just going to try and siphon your cups to fill their own, which will drain you. And that's how you get that up and down relationship. But when you're in this and you recognize that this is all you and you fill these yourself, no one else it's not their responsibility to, but it's also no one else can do it. It's not possible. When you're in that state and you're not broadcasting lack anymore, that's when you attract another person that's in that Nine of Cups. And then you don't need them and they don't need you any more than you need them, but you pour your love into each other anyway, and that overflows the 9 cups, and that's what fills up the 10th. It's really the only way to get to the 10 of Cups. I hope that this is you recognizing that and putting your focus and your attention on yourself and putting the work in where it's going to be the most beneficial for you on yourself and your own happiness and moving forward toward what you desire. Next, I have this Temperance card, which is a Sagittarius Major Arcana. This is a card of like balancing stuff back out when it's been out of whack. It's like sometimes this can be reconciliation. Water represents love and emotions, and here the love has been separated into 2 cups. The angel is recombining it, so it can sometimes represent reconciliation. It can also represent balancing yourself out after something has been burdensome to you and kind of made you confused and threw you out of whack a little bit. This is also a card that represents patience and being willing to like mix things together and try something out and then step back and see how is that working and like come back in and make fine-tuning adjustments to it, like putting in the work required to long-term make adjustments and balance yourself out the way you need to be. 9 of Pentacles. This is actually really good energy. You've got both of the singles cards right here, which tells me you probably are single. And it could be your person is trying to come back in and make a comeback here. And maybe this Emperor is really your energy reminding you to stay in control, stay focused on what you've been creating over here, because it's good. Like, you can't really get better than that. I don't need anything from anyone else emotionally or physically or financially. I'm self-sufficient. I'm independent. I can take care of myself. Doesn't necessarily mean you want to be single. It just looks like you are, and it looks like you're doing a good job at focusing on you like you should be. Central to your energy here at the end of January, Taurus, is the Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. We've got she who knows, and period here is the shared energy. This is she who knows the truth. She's about speaking the truth on something. She's also cutting off the things and the people that aren't in your best interests anymore. She's the I don't really take no bullshit kind of queen. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. Why is that central to the energy for Taurus and this connection at the end of January? Thank you. Come here. Got you. Make sure nothing else flipped there. All right. Bottom of the deck. 3 of Swords. More Libra energy. Heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. Like I said, it's not always a romantic third party. It could be. It could also be a whole bunch of other stuff, like geographic distance, partying too much, watching too much Netflix, eating too many Doritos, nosy people butting in where it doesn't belong. 5 of Cups again. We've already seen that here, right below the 2 of Pentacles. Scorpio energy, sadness and remorse about the past. Being focused on the loss of something and feeling the loss, but having something in the background that you could be happy about if you focus on that. This could represent that you still feel a connection to this person even though everything has been spilled out. It could also just mean that they've caused you significant heartache and emotional pain. 4 of Cups, Cancer energy. Not fully happy, not fully content with what I have in front of me. These 3 cups right here, the 3 cups here are spilled out. That could be another cup that your person brought in, a third party, and like you have all this heartbreak and sadness and remorse and regrets and loss because they brought another cup in. It could totally be that. Yeah, it probably is that. There's that King of Wands again, that pinnacle of passion and desire and sexual energy. When I clarify Queen of Swords for you, Taurus, I get the 9 of Wands, Judgment, and the Ace of Wands. This 9 of Wands, that's Sagittarius energy. This is a card of being walled off and defensive. It's also a card of healing. That's the wounded warrior, and he's been hurt, hence the wall he builds around himself. It's like a defense mechanism. It's his way of protecting himself so he doesn't get hurt anymore. He doesn't want to be hurt. He wants to heal so he can take the next step in his journey, which is the Ten of Wands, which is right here beside it on the table, getting to that completion point where I can lay the burden of whatever caused me all this pain. I can finally lay it down. I think that's what this Queen of Swords is about. It's about cutting off the stuff that doesn't help you, that doesn't serve you, that's not in your best interest. And I think intuitively, you're picking up on this person's not in your best interest. That could be you protecting yourself here. Next we have Judgment. This is a powerful decision here. This is a final decision, passing a final verdict and judgment on something. In a relationship reading, this is either passing final verdict and judgment, as in we're calling this dead and over with, we're calling this severed and done, and putting a wall in the way of it. This could also be the decision to resurrect something and bring it back to life and transform it in a way that it's never the same again. I don't know that I believe that. I do see that there is forward movement, actions, flirtatious behavior up toward love and emotions, trying to get something back from the past. Maybe even inducing some confusion for you a little bit here. That's probably why Emperor's here, Queen of Swords, like all of this is like feeling like strongly like, no, you cut this off for a reason. Wall yourself off from going back to that. Make sure it stays done because you're happy right now. You're taking care of you right now, and you're doing what you're supposed to right now. Do have this Ace of Wands as the final clarifier. This is a passionate new beginning, a new beginning in passion and desire. It's the phallic symbol of the deck. Male phallus, sexual energy, sex. Like, that could be why there was a severing. That could be why there was a judgment passed, why there's a wall up, why you were hurt. Could be they got recognized for following their wand instead of their head or their heart. Final card for you, Taurus, is the Six of Wands. We've already seen that in your energy out here. This is Leo energy. This is a card of victory. It's about forward movement. It's about recognizing something, and the thing you recognize, allowing forward movement to happen. Tell me about this Six of Wands, please. Why is that here for Taurus in this connection? Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Aquarius energy. Again, this is about moving away from something painful and then moving forward toward what you want. It's that decision, like, do I carry the burden the pain caused me into my future so it continues to affect me? Or do I carry the lesson the painful thing taught me into my future so something like this doesn't happen to me again? I've got you moving forward successfully here. So I also have you healing and completing the burden and laying it down, which is good. So looking good. Strength is right under that, the Leo Major Arcana. This is a difficult thing that you're going through, and it's taking all of your internal strength in order to make it through it. You have the internal strength to make it through it. You're just kind of being forced to dig down deep inside yourself and tap into it and use it. Now, it can sometimes represent a person who's trying to tame a beast inside themselves, like they're trying to rein themselves in and hold themselves back, like they've got some kind of an urge that where they want to do something, but they think it's a mistake, so I'm trying to like resist that piece of myself. It could be that too. There's some sort of a decision in the background. Two of Swords, like I said, the overall energy is a decision. It's a Two of Pentacles. The shared energy is the Two of the Major Arcana. So judgment is central to your energy. There's definitely a decision here. Probably not an easy one. A lot of times this Six of Swords will be, look dude, you're actually the burden here. And Now I have to make a decision. Am I moving forward and carrying the burden of you into my future with me so this shit keeps happening to me? Or am I leaving you behind and moving forward into my future with the lessons I learned from all this shit? Like, that's sometimes what that Six of Swords is about, and that could be the decision that you're facing right here. This is the decision that hasn't been made but needs to be made. And sometimes there's just not enough information to decide. Sometimes you've got a blindfold on because there's something you don't want to be true, especially when you've got intuition talking to you, got no way to verify that. You don't, and what it's telling you, you don't want to be true. So sometimes this will be a person like choosing to leave the blinders on because there's something they don't want to see, something they don't want to look at, and that prevents a decision from being made. I'm not sure that's what's going on. I don't really have anything else that says that. If what this feels like is your intuition was beeping off the charts, at some point you found out something was going on that made you put the kibosh on all this. When I clarify this Six of Wands, Leo energy, I get the Seven of Wands, Ten of Cups, Four of Wands. Seven of Wands, Leo energy. This is walled off defensive energy. This is like defending your position on something, defending your stance on something, being willing to fight to protect what it is that you think is important, fight to protect what it is that you desire. Sometimes this is like wanting to fight for a connection. This is like, to me, feeling like you got the high ground here, and this is you fighting for what it is that you know is right, what you believe in. Fighting to keep yourself protected so you can heal, and fighting to lay this burden down, fighting for the Ten of Cups, which is Pisces energy. I saw it, that Eight of Cups at the beginning, like walking away from the thing that you know there's something better than this out there for you. It's just a hard decision to leave something behind and go look for that Ninth and 10th cup. Well, you got the Ninth cup right here, and now you've got the 10th cup. You got the personal happiness, wish fulfillment. This feels like fighting for the idea of the Ten of Cups, like fighting to protect that belief, like this happily ever after is real, true love is real, and I want to protect myself and fight off anything that's not really this. Yeah, that's what I'm passing judgment on. You know, anything that's not real, because that is what I want. You got the 9 and the 10 of Cups in this row with Judgment right in the middle, Queen of Swords at the top of that column. This is like, I clearly see what is right from wrong here, and I am clearly not going to let anything that's not this get in my way. Final clarifier, Four of Wands. This is Aries energy. Fours are stability. This is stability of the home, stability of the family. This is what you're protecting here. You're protecting either family that you love, or you're protecting the idea of love and family and stability and what's real. I think that's what you desire. I think that's what you're recognizing, what's actually important to you, and putting in the work to balance everything out to do that. So that looks good. I'm getting the feeling that this person that's showing up in your reading with you is probably kind of annoying to you at this point. It's like you're fine doing your own thing, and it's like here they are trying to like make a comeback and confuse things for you and take you out of your power, and I don't think you're having it. When I look at their energy, Taurus, first card's always the most important. Five of Pentacles, central to their energy, Two of Swords. Their final card is the Lovers. Five of Pentacles is Taurus energy. This is abandonment. Fives are conflict. They're change. This is like physical change, like abandonment, being kicked out, being cast aside, being not good enough. This is typically a breakup energy. Tell me more about this Five of Pentacles. Why is that the first card here for Taurus's romantic person of interest at the end of January 2024, please? Bottom of the deck. Five of Cups. Scorpio energy. We've already seen this 2 cards deep in the overall energy. right before the tower collapsing. I think this is the ramifications of something here. This is somebody who's focused on the loss of something and feeling it. They still feel the connection in the background, though. This is sadness, remorse, regrets about the Empress. She's the mother of the tarot deck. She's perpetually pregnant, so she's always giving birth to something. And in a relationship, she represents the birth of something new. Having regrets and remorse about birthing something new. It feels like they were juggling two people. Feels like they brought another cup into the background here and caused a tower to happen based purely on attraction and desire and things like that. Yeah. When I clarify this Five of Pentacles, this abandonment, this breakup, I get the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Four of Swords is Libra energy. This is, like, again, fours are stability. Swords are about the thoughts, the mind. So this is stability of the mind, stability of the thoughts, like stabilizing the thoughts. This would be like someone who's trying to calm their mental down, like trying to take a pause, trying to take a rest, trying to take a break and like calm their thinking so they can figure out what to do here. Four of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This can be physical stability, like financial stability. It's looking like they might not have financial stability right now. That might just be there was a breakup and now we're on this pause while I'm trying to figure out what to do and calm myself down. This would be like Capricorn energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. That could be how they're feeling toward you. Probably is, because there's that Queen of Swords that you showed up as central to your energy. That Libra energy again, like she who knows the truth. This is speaking the truth on something and cutting off the things and the people that aren't in your best interest. Like, she's a fair person. She knows what's going on, though, but she's fair. That's why she holds her hand out. She's offering to let them tell their side of the story. Problem is, she already knows what really happened. So when you tell her some bullshit story, she cuts your head off with the sword. And this is like your person ran into that piece of you, is what it looks like. Because I have you recognizing what was going on. I have your intuition cluing you in. I have you knowing out here. This is feeling like there's a breakup because you cut them off, and now they're trying to figure out how to hold on to you. Central to their energy is the Two of Swords, more Libra energy. Decision that needs to be made that hasn't been made. Sometimes they don't have enough information to decide. Sometimes it's because they're wearing the blinders and there's something they don't want to see. If you've cut them off and the tower has collapsed and judgment has been passed, and as far as you're concerned, this is over with and I'm doing me and I'm happy that way, I'm in my power that way, this could be that they're not accepting, they're in denial about and like refusing to see the fact that this is over, this has been cut off, this is a breakup, and maybe they're just calling it a break in their mind because they're trying to hold on to it. Let me clarify that. Tell me what this Two of Swords is about, please. Let's get one more on that Two of Swords. Thanks. Bottom of the deck, Strength, Leo energy. This is a difficult decision here, difficult situation for them. It's taken all this internal strength to make it through. This, like I said, though, can also represent a person who struggles against a piece of themselves, like trying to rein themselves in, trying to hold themselves back. We do see we got this juggling two people going on. We got this regrets because the tower came down, and in the background is this Queen of Wands, this sexy, attractive person that I have attraction to, desire for. This could be trying to rein themselves in from that, trying to make the decision and can't make the decision. When I clarify this Two of Swords, I get the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands again, and the World. The Hierophant is Taurus Major Arcana. It's card 5. It rules over the fives of the four suits. And there's 5 of Pentacles here. There's 5 of Cups here. this is a card of commitment. It's about being in a committed relationship and taking that to the next level, like engagements, weddings. This is typically a marriage card here. So there's some decision that doesn't get made regarding commitment. Yeah, that's probably what this is about here. The Queen of Wands is probably that person that they had an attraction to during a commitment with you. This could also be that they want a decision from you about commitment, and now they're viewing you as the Queen of Wands, which could also be another explanation for this. Like, people typically want the thing they can't have. You want it most once you've lost it, and there you are behind the tower. If that's you showing up there, could be that they're waiting on you, waiting on reconciliation from you. Could be something like that, or this could just as easily be that third energy that we keep seeing a reference to. I don't have anything out here that specifically says cheater, caught him red-handed. I've had a couple of hints to it, but nothing concrete. The final clarifier for that Two of Swords is the World, the final card of the major arcana. This is the completion of cycles, ending of one cycle at the same time, the beginning of the next cycle. Yeah, this could be them wanting to end the severing piece and get on with the next piece of this. Like, I almost get the feeling like this person is expecting you to take them back, and now they're confused when you're putting barriers in the way and you're laying down the rules here and basically telling them how it's going to be. I don't think they're enjoying that piece. I think what they're looking to do is end the cycle of like Queen of Swords type of a you and get into this lover's energy. This is the Gemini major arcana. This is a powerful love connection between two people. This is also a long time ago, before it was called the Lovers, it used to be called the Choice. So it can represent a power or choice in a powerful love connection, a choice about the connection, or a choice between lovers. This card's really about like the interconnectedness of people, and like they can't make a decision without that decision affecting you. But the opposite of that is also true, and it looks like you've made the decision to sever this and put barriers in the way of it being repaired and started over again. That's what it's looking like. Tell me about the Lovers. Why is that the final card for Taurus's romantic person of interest here at the end of January 2024? On the bottom of the deck, the Empress. Again, this is the mother of the tarot deck. She represents the birth of something new. She can represent rebirthing something, like rebirthing this love connection. This could be telling me that something new was birthed, and that's what caused the ending of the cycle of the commitment. It's because I had this other person I had the hots for, and this is feeling like, yeah, I had the blinders on. Wasn't really thinking about that correctly. This could also be them wanting to rebirth the connection with you. I don't know. I got Death right behind it. Scorpio's major arcana card. This is the ending of something. This is something dying so it can be reborn a different way. This is death and rebirth. It's transformation. Could be that the birth of something new with a new lover coming into the picture killed this relationship. Justice, Libra, major arcana energy. I feel like I've said Libra quite a bit and Scorpio quite a bit. This is the most powerful card of balance in the deck. It's about doing the right, fair, just thing. That sword is used to cut away the thing that's not in balance, the thing that's not fair and just. So like balance gets restored, and then what's supposed to happen can happen. But the fact that it's here implies that something is out of balance, something unfair and unjust has occurred, or there would be no need to balance that. Five of Cups. Again, Scorpio energy. Sadness and remorse about the past. Regrets, guilt. Feelings of loss because of what's been spilled, but still having the cups upright in the background means there's still a connection. This is really feeling like they had somebody else and it wasn't fair, or they're trying to rebirth this with you and get this lovers thing back, and they're running into a brick wall with you, and they don't feel like that's fair, and now they're sad and remorseful and regrets. Take that however it resonates for you. It feels like I'm getting more than one scenario here. When I clarify the lovers for your person, Taurus, I get the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. 10 of Pentacles is Virgo energy. This is most people's goal in the physical world. This is like combining together of two people or two families and all their assets and resources to build this stable, abundant, prosperous home life that we all want. This is like combining together lives in the physical sense. Sometimes this is like we're living together, or we're married, or that's what they want here. They want that level of commitment. Like I would say this would be married type energy here. But then in that same row, though, there's also this idea of, whoa, slow down, time out, take a break, take a pause here. Calmate, Chico. Next clarifier for the lovers is this Page of Wands. That was the very first card in your energy. And this is news, messages, communications about passion, desire, communicating what it is that I desire, what I want. This could be them saying, hey, I want this connection back. I want this, us combining together and this commitment back. That's what I want. And I have the willingness to take the first steps down that new path. That's probably what's going on. They're probably coming back to you and trying to get you back. And even though this confusion is probably them blowing smoke up your ass, there is probably also an element of them being emotionally confused. Like, what the hell's going on here? Like, I'm not used to you having this level of power here. There's like holding on to the Queen of Wands and taking a step down a brand new path, like all in this same row. That's not... Maybe the Queen of Wands has suddenly become you because they want the thing that they can't have at this point. But the bottom line and the final clarifier here is this Ace of Swords. It's the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. Sometimes it's the sword of victory. Sometimes this is the sword you use in the Justice card to cut away the thing that's not in balance so balance gets restored. Sometimes this is the sword that the Queen of Swords, which is out here on both sides of the table, that's the sword she uses to cut away the person that's no longer in her best interest anymore. In that row, I got the World. This is the ending of a cycle because I've already severed you. Like, this is like, I already cut you off. That was the ending of the cycle. And now there's a new beginning to a new cycle that they think is going to culminate in, like, I'll just tell you what I want and advance toward you and get you back. But what they're getting is the sword again. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to more Taurus love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.